Like talked a lot about the slot competition on media day, but what's that like to have kind of like 3 or 4 different guys who are pushing each other day in and day out like that?
Yeah, I think it's just constant competition at all times. You can never come in and get comfortable or take a day off because any one of us can go out there and make plays any day. So it's awesome to see us just push each other and get better.
How do you guys complement one another? Like we know Kennard's really fast, and you've got a lot of reliability over here. So how do you guys play off of each other in that role?
Yeah, we have different things that we're good at, I would say. But the way that Coach Lunney uses us, his system is just crazy. The way he finds different ways to get different guys the ball, it's awesome. So, if it's deep routes, intermediate routes, short routes, anything, we're all used like in different kind of ways, which is cool to see.
I'm trying to think, like look around the room. Is Pat the only guy who's been here in the room?
I think it's me, Pat, and Ashton.
Ashton, that's right.
Ashton, yeah.
What's your role like that? Being one of the guys who's been with Coach Lunney and been in the system as long as you have.
Yeah, definitely kind of one of the older guys in the room, one that's been here longer. So kind of just trying to help the younger guys out, during practice, if they got questions, during walkthrough, during meetings, anytime they have a question, I try and be there and help them out and answer it for them.
Is it weird being in that role? 'Cause, like I still think of you as a guy like we saw play at high school. Like now you're kind of in that role.
Yeah, I'm definitely still getting used to it. I'm more used to it now, but over the summer and kind of in the spring, really, when I was one of the older guys, I was like, geez, I gotta like kind of teach these younger guys what's up. So.
Yeah. I want to ask you about a couple. Like Malik was the guy. Like literally everybody knew about Malik when he got here, right? Like how have you seen him grow from last year to training camp this year?
Yeah, I would definitely say, obviously everybody knew him coming in. He's a great player, big athletic guy who knows football. So just seeing him kind of, come in every day and put his head down and work, not letting his head get too big. It's awesome just to see him come out here and, put the time in. So.
And then like Captain Jones, the guy, I'm not sure if we're talking enough about him. Like what have you seen from him? He's like so long and like in that room. Like what have you seen from him?
Yeah, no, he's a great player. I think he's got great playmaking ability, runs great routes, is reliable. So really any of those guys at X, any of them can be in. Just like the slots, it's big competition, so anybody can go in and make a play at any time.
You've been here for the kind of gradual build of this offense. What do you feel like you guys have shown last year, just especially in the passing game? And now, like, what's the next step offensively for you guys in that regard?
I think, well, obviously Coach Lunney's a great offensive coordinator, and he definitely likes to throw the ball around, showcases that. We were pushing it down the field last year, and I think, just with the guys that we have this year, we can really do anything that he wants to. We got, a lot of depth and a lot of guys, so fresh legs at all times. He can really just do whatever he wants, I think.
How does that he just talked about that depth too. Like how does that help you to have, like last year, right? Isaiah and Casey were so established and took up so many snaps. Like,
right.
How does that depth help you guys there?
Yeah, it's kind of like, if we have, we could probably run vertical routes 4 times in a row and just have a new set of guys in there every single time and just wear the defense out.
Yeah. What's that like for you? Like Isaiah deserved to be his first team all Big Ten. Like
right.
He deserved the reps he got, but how do you try to maximize your time behind someone who takes like 82% of the reps? Like what's important for you there?
Yeah, he definitely took a lot of reps last year, and I'm just trying to learn from him as much as I can, whether it's on the sideline, in meetings and walkthrough, just kind of seeing how he carries himself and how he approaches different situations. That's kind of what I try to take away from him, and obviously just keep getting better every day.
Is there anything he did that you're like, oh, I would have never thought of that? Like anything, 1 or 2 things that stick in your mind at all?
Yeah, I learned a lot from him as a punt returner because I didn't catch punts coming out of high school. So kind of just having him back there, taking reps during practice, and then seeing that transition to the game, it kind of helped me, maneuver that situation.
What's been the key for you? Because if you see you take a lot of punt return reps,
right.
So what's been the key for you to learn that? And like, what have you learned outside of catching the ball is like the most important thing to have success there?
Yeah, I would say, well, obviously catching the ball, that's the main thing. And that just comes with reps, I think, pre-practice, post-practice, whenever I can get reps in, I'll just try and take, as many live kicks as I can just to get used to the flight of the ball. But then, just making guys miss, having that ability to cut on a dime, which is something else that I learned from him too.
Does it take a certain mindset? Like guys are flying at you, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like, does it take a certain mindset back there? And like, if so, what is that?
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, I better catch the ball and do something. I can't drop it. That's all I'm thinking, really.
You working on like your mayoral wave here just to save yourself a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. hoping they see me wave.
Yeah. Like we hear about like reliability, like your sure-handedness. How do you craft that? And like what's important for you? It's a big compliment to have that trust. Like how did you build that?
I would just say coming in and catching balls off the jug machine, doing tennis ball drills every day. I feel like I've always had kind of decent hand-eye coordination, so just having that and, perfecting it over time.
What's the biggest steps you've made since the end of last season to now?
I would say in the off season, I really focused a lot on getting faster in my acceleration. So I feel a lot quicker, like in and out of routes, in and out of breaks, and that's been a big point of emphasis for me.
What's key to doing that?